My pet peeve is when people use the word moist. I'm not entirely sure why I hate the word so much, but it grosses me out to no extent. The word moist has so many meanings that it's almost impossible not to use it. Despite being used to describe moisture, there are several other meanings, like when you're at the grocery store and you're walking down the baking aisle and you see a bunch of boxes of Duncan Hines cake and they have the word moist plastered all over it. I can't deal. It grosses me out. It's not even as if there's another word that you can use, because there's no other word that is synonymous with moist in that sense. And you can't exactly put the word damp or wet on a box when you're trying to sell cake. Um, that just sounds disgusting. In modern society, it can also be used to describe an ill-informed or an embarrassing comment, or when a female has become sexually aroused, which is equally disgusting. Apparently, I'm not alone when it comes to hating the word moist. There's a group on Facebook called I Hate the Word Moist with over 3,000 members, and apparently, the word moist is commonly hated by women, and consequently, about 80% of the Facebook group members are indeed women. Regardless, it's a word that should not be used on a regular basis just because of how many meanings that there are for the word moist and how wrongly it can be interpreted.
That guys don't realize, but like no woman likes you to ever say the word moist.
51. Moist.
Moist?
Moist.
Ew. Moist is just gross. It's a gross word. I don't like the word moist, referring to a girl.
Moist.
It just sounds weird. Ooh, creepy, squishy, and slimy.
Moist. It sounds lurid. Moist.
A lot of people I know hate that word, moist. There's a Facebook group called I Hate the Word Moist. See, I'm not the only one that hates the damn word. They should just remove it from the English dictionary.
Moist.
I'm turning red right now, I can tell.
It has a connotation of sweat, exuding some sort of body something.
If you're on a date and you find yourself using the word moist, you better be describing your dessert.
Moist. I mean, it's the only word that actually aptly describes a delicious cake. My God, this cake is moist.
Moist?
The only time you should say the word moist is when you're talking about a towelette. Here is a moist towelette. Oh, thank you, a moist towelette. Yes, please. I love a moist towelette.
You know it makes us upset because it's so deeply, fundamentally, vaginally sexual. Mine is moist. Yeah, it's gross, right? What happened to wet? Wet is so much better. Moist drives me up like a postmenopausal woman in the Sahara. Forget that word exists, okay? I think we've solved this problem.
If you want to really